To be interesting, you be interested. Let's break that down on how that works. So here's how you do it. Research has found that when we produce dopamine in conversation, it actually makes you more memorable. So this is research from Dr. John Medina. And what he found is that dopamine, it's the chemical of motivation. It's the chemical of pleasure and excitement. And when you're asked about things that make you feel excited, you actually produce dopamine and you create what are called mental markers. Dr. Medina calls them mental post-it notes. That you're with someone and they ask you a dopamine-worthy question, your brain goes, ooh, this person makes me feel good. I'm going to remember them. So when you produce dopamine in a conversation, people are more likely to remember your name. They're more likely to remember you. So how do we produce dopamine? You literally use dopamine triggering words. Do not ask, what do you do anymore? You're basically saying, I want you to stay on autopilot and answer the same question you've answered 1,000 times before. And also, what do you do is really asking, what are you worth? I think it's actually a little bit of an offensive question. So if we're going to get rid of it, what are we going to replace it with? What you want to replace it with are things that someone defines themselves by that get them excited. So working on anything exciting recently. That's a very, very simple swap, but it allows someone to say, am I working on anything exciting? And they can answer with work or they can answer with pleasure. You can also ask, have any personal passion projects? Are you looking forward to any big projects coming up? Looking forward to is a dopamine word. Excited, working on anything exciting, is a dopamine word. Have any personal passion projects is a dopamine word. So all we're doing is we're trying to sub out autopilot questions for dopamine producing questions. What do you love to do? Working on any personal passion projects? Working on anything exciting? Have any fun projects coming up? There's 4 that we can replace. Let's also replace how are you? If you ask someone how are you, here's the answer you're going to get. So how are you? Busy. Good, but busy. Is that not the answer that everyone gives every time? So no more how are you? Instead, ask what's good. That simple swap, asking a brain what's good, they literally are searching for good, 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 good. So if you have a team call or a date or a text thread or a friend group where you can start to sub out the how are you, how's it been going, with tell me something good, let's celebrate a win, you're literally giving people dopamine that helps them feel more motivated.